So if a tornado has been spotted, what you should do is go to the lowest floor of a building, away from any windows and doors, where you can either crouch under a desk or, remember this from grade school everybody, put a book over your head like this. Today is the last day of April, and it may go down in the record books as one of the wettest Aprils on record. UI7's Joe Sargis looks into the causes and effects of this inclement weather in Champaign-Urbana. I'm standing at Duncan and Kirby, one of the possible locations for building a new central high school. This location is closer to Centennial than the existing school building. If moved, the Champaign school districts will need to be redrawn. A 64-year-old man is being charged with unlawful use of weapons, disorderly conduct, and unauthorized possession of weapons after an incident occurring at the Assembly Hall on Saturday night. Kenneth Bergman of Champaign was arrested after saying some suspicious things outside of the stadium. As the weather gets warmer and graduation looms closer, seniors are having a rough time focusing on schoolwork. A senior in crop sciences, James Staler, secured a job 4 months ago for after graduation. Since then, his focus has been elsewhere.
Well, I've been putting stuff off, procrastinating till the last minute on everything, basically. Not studying as much, really, but I still do go to class. My attention level is a lot less than it was before.
The books have taken a backseat to the video games, and look, not a single assignment written on that calendar. Come this time of the school year, most seniors are having a hard time doing anything besides laying on the couch. Student advisor Joe Hinchliff explains why seniors feel this way at the end of their college career, and there's more to it than just laziness.
The joke, I understand, at the bookstore is that anything orange sells this time of year. Because people get, as I said, sentimental and maudlin about campus and campus life. People are going to miss their friends. People are leaving a routine that they've known for most of their life.
Despite this upcoming transition, Staler is optimistic.
Just enjoying the rest of school while I can before I have to start working every day. Prestiging in Call of Duty every day, so.
For other students, this realization doesn't hit them until much later.
I remember one student who, after graduating, came to see me in my office the day after the convocation ceremony, and she said something like, well, what do I do now? And I said, you live your life. And she began to weep.
In Champaign, I'm Katie Goldhagen, UI7 News. Tornadoes like this one in Texas are most likely to strike in the spring, and Champaign is getting ready. The last tornado that went through this area was on April 19, 1996. Office support specialist for the College of Media, Susan Weiss, remembers this day quite well because her house in Ogden was destroyed.
It tears your life apart. It's just hard to imagine until you actually go through it.
This is what her house and backyard looked like after the storm. Following the tornado, she was not able to move back into her home until December. Weiss says this experience has forever changed how she reacts to tornadoes.
When I didn't work down here, I was the first one in the basement. They didn't have to tell me twice.
State climatologist Jim Angel was also around when this tornado struck.
He said it's probably one of the few times I've been up close and personal to one right after the event. So it was, we went over that evening, and all the power was out, and there was concern of gas leaks and stuff, so you couldn't drive around, so you had to walk around, and there'd be parts of houses on the street, and there'd be cars that were overturned. So it was kind of surreal to walk around at night like that and see all that damage. So.
Since this event, advances in weather prediction and radar have made it possible to detect potential tornadoes and warn people earlier than ever before. So if a tornado has been spotted, what you should do is go to the lowest floor of a building, away from any windows and doors, where you can either crouch under a desk or, remember this from grade school everybody, put a book over your head like this. The average lead time is 18 minutes, so you should seek shelter as soon as you hear the sirens going off. In Urbana, I'm Katie Goldhagen, UI7 News.
So what I do is I shuffle the cards basically so they feel right. Once more.
Deborah Stewart has been reading tarot cards since she was 16 years old.
I did a lot of studying with a lot of different books and also a couple of teachers, and just started spitting stuff out on my own when I trusted my instinct.
Since the late 18th century, card readers have used this deck to help others map out their mental and spiritual pathways.
Katie, are you a lefty or a righty?
I'm a righty.
I want you to take your left hand, Cut the cards so that you have 3 piles, just wherever they feel right. All right. See what happens here. We're just going to do a little 3-card spread, a little past, present, future. This is where you've come from. This is where you are. And this is where you're going.
Deborah tries to help people by giving them an unbiased, third-party opinion on what they may be facing.
I'm generally telling people what they already know. What's interesting is what I can pull up without them prompting me.
Stewart's brother Matt explains the benefit of having your cards read.
A lot of people will come and they're trying to figure out things with their life that they're trying to just figure out. You know, they want to try to move ahead possibly.
Tarot is a good way to get a second opinion, to validate feelings that you are having, and to see what the cards to your future hold, which is hopefully love and not death. Despite her intuition and card reading skills, Deborah doesn't consider herself a psychic.
People think that, you know, you can read their minds, and I can't find my car keys in the morning.
In Champaign, I'm Katie
they wouldn't do
Goldhagen,
anything.
UI7 News. The snow is melting and the campus is trying to get back to normal after a rare snow day yesterday. But what did students do with their time off? UI7's Greg Pluta has the story. Another day of spring showers here in Champaign-Urbana. Let's see if the rain is going to stick around for the weekend. Looking here at the Midwestern radar, we could see that Indiana and Illinois are experiencing rain right now. We have a low pressure storm system that's right here on the state line. Much warmer temperatures down in Indiana. If we look at the national radar, while we may be seeing rain here in the Midwest, there is snow over here in Colorado and Kansas. Up here we have some clear, dry temperatures that are going to move their way into our area. If we look at our local temperatures, we have 57 here in Champaign-Urbana, but up in Peoria, 41 degrees, almost a 20-degree difference. This is just an indicator of the cool temperatures that are headed into our area. Tonight, we are going to have thunderstorms, a low of 38, and north-northwest winds 13 to 17 miles an hour. For tomorrow, we will have some showers in the morning, but it will clear up and be cloudy, high of 53. For our 5-day forecast, we can see that we are going to warm up and dry up. Tomorrow, high of 53. Thursday, a high of 57. And then a beautiful weekend is on its way, everybody. Friday, a high of 61. Saturday, hopefully will stay nice and dry for the marathon, a high of 65. But if you are heading out to that, you may want to bring a jacket or an umbrella. On Sunday, we're just going to have another beautiful day, a high of 73 degrees. Well, guys, we had such a beautiful weekend this last week. I just really hope we have another one coming up here.
Yeah, all the runners coming down are going to be really lucky that we're going to have good weather. Thanks, Katie.
In other campus news, a record number of students want to attend the U of I next year. Campus officials say the university had more than 33,000 applicants this year, up 5% from last year. Nearly 21,000 were accepted. More than half of those who applied are from Illinois, and almost 30% are from outside the United States. The university hopes to admit about 7,000 freshmen for next fall. Tomorrow is the deadline to accept an offer to attend the university. And as we can see on the national radar, this system is on its way out. It is spinning up to the northeast and is making way for clearer and drier temperatures right here in Champaign. As we look at the national temperatures, we can see that it is 65 over in Los Angeles, 84 down in Miami, where I'm sure we all wish we were laying out right now, and 52 up in Charlotte, a little bit colder, but still warmer than we're seeing here at home.